Meet Jim Sanders, a fellow who seems to have it all. In fact, he's about to marry this beautiful young lady. But Jim has a problem. An unexpected visitor has just dropped in from heaven.
Oh my God. You're real.
It's an idea I've always had for years about wanting to bring a winged, beautiful creature to the screen, because we've always seen angels portrayed usually as just human beings. Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life, Cary Grant and The Bishop's Wife. And we've never had a beautiful woman with wings who you really have to believe comes from someplace else, because she's part animal, part human, and part godlike.
Director Tom McLoughlin's idea has become a new romantic comedy from the De Laurentiis Entertainment Group. Date with an Angel, starring Michael Knight, Phoebe Cates, and Emmanuelle Béart as the angel.
It's basically a boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl. But she's an angel, you know, so you have this guy's dilemma. He's sort of like, he cares very much about one woman and is being drawn into her world with a sense of foreboding, you know, not being comfortable, not knowing whether he really fits. And along comes this, you know, this cosmic goof. Ah! Hey, oh, listen, I was just on my way over to explain about...
So this is why you didn't want me coming in for, huh?
Patty, listen, it's not what you think it is. She's not a girl, she's an angel.
Oh, God,
Michael was chosen because I was looking for a modern-day hero, a guy that was not only good-looking, but also funny, and had that quality that I felt that Jimmy Stewart, Gary Cooper used to have.
I play the part of Patty Winston, who is engaged to be married to Jim Sanders, our hero, played by Michael Knight. At the beginning, she's just kind of this very nice small-town girl who's basically used to getting what she wants. She's kind of the apple of her daddy's eye. And when the whole thing with her boyfriend and the angel happens, she just snaps and goes nuts.
Yeah.
Patty, oh, look, thank God. Look, please, don't hang up the phone. Just listen to me. I know you're furious, but I found her in my pool. I mean, I fell asleep, and I woke up, and there was this noise, and I went outside.
Casting an angel wasn't an easy task for director McLoughlin, who chose French actress Emmanuelle Béart.
In the last movie, I was a wild person. I was like a tiger. I mean, an animal, but a tiger. But he saw in that movie that I could move with my body, that I could, because I wasn't talking that much either in the other movie. It was also someone who was really, who kept everything inside. It wasn't the same type at all, but it was someone who kept for 10 years everything inside without talking, and she was just starting to talk in the movie. And so I think he saw that I was able to play without talking, to play with my eyes.
I look at Emmanuelle and I think, yeah, I can believe she's an angel. She'll throw out things which are brilliant. I mean, in terms of what an angel would do. Somebody that, you know, isn't used to wearing shoes, or somebody that's never eaten, you know, at a fast food restaurant before.
Obviously, the hardest thing is to convince an audience that this human being has wings and they're a part of her. Not only are they like a bird's wings that they, you know, allow her to flap and move and so on, but I also want them to be as expressive as our arms are, so that when she feels things, it comes out through the wings as well.
Date with an Angel marks the film debut of Michael Knight after 4 years on the soap opera All My Children.
Stepping out of daytime television and into film, it's like starting again. Working as a lead in a film for the first time, the techniques and styles are so different. You know, I'm learning a great deal from Phoebe Cates, who's, you know, pro at this. You know, when you watch her during the rushes, and she does so little, but everything she does is perfect.
This movie is very much a homage to the films of the 30s and 40s, where you had great comic types, you know, a good-looking romantic lead, you know, a boisterous villain, you know, all the elements that even go into a fairy tale.
Date with an Angel seems to me the kind of movie that everybody wants to see now, you know? I mean, that's the first kind of movie that I go to see if I'm in the mood for just having a good time.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm married. I'm not married, I'm engaged, which is, you know, it's, just as bad. I mean, I'm dreaming. I mean, I must be dreaming, and if I'm dreaming, then there's nothing to feel guilty about, right? So, go ahead. Knock yourself out. Tom, the director, has such a clear vision of what he wants that, I mean, he'll give you time. He'll say, okay, let's hear your thoughts. What have you got? But a lot of times he pares things down. His vision, and he's correct, of comedy it's a very, very musical thing, very rhythmic thing. And everything you see, it operates on a basis of a kind of rhythm.
Working with Tom McLoughlin has been, it's just been a great experience, mostly because Tom is really specific with I mean, he tells you exactly what he needs. And when it comes to comedy, he just knows I can trust Tom implicitly, explicitly, implicitly, implicitly, implicitly. I can trust him.
He was like a child. He was telling me the story, playing it. I mean, he was doing all the meme with it, and it was really great. And I had, I don't know how you say, a coup de foudre, which is when, you know, your heart is going like this for Tom first. I mean, Tom was the first reason why I accepted that part.
Most of the characters are somewhat based on people in and around my life, and taking a situation that's obviously a fantasy situation and throwing all these people into it, you know, makes it, you know, not real, but at the same time, it gives me the fun of sort of taking a, you know, portion of my life and turning it into a bit of a fantasy on screen. And I remember the first time I sat down with the cast members and looked at everybody across the table, it was very eerie because a lot of them really resemble people that were in my past.
Well, fantasy, as I've said, is a very difficult genre because you are trying to make something unbelievable believable. I feel the two things that you can use that help are a pace with the film. If it moves quick enough, you get caught up in the momentum of it, and obviously the comedy that, you know, if you're laughing, if you know we're having fun with this, then it's like, okay, well, they're not taking it seriously, so let's not take it too seriously. But then when it suddenly becomes serious, if your heart is open from laughing, you will accept this.